Welcome, Feral Fam. We got a good one for you guys today. Today we're gonna talk about the 5 things not to do while you're dieting or while you're in a contest prep. Real easy, real simple. Let's just go right into it. Number 1. Don't start off by doing way too much cardio. Our bodies naturally are meant to adapt. If you start off by doing an hour of cardio 7 days a week, guess what happens week 2, week 3, week 4 of your prep? You have to do more cardio. So that hour will probably turn into close to maybe 2-3 hours by the end of prep. And I've heard stories of people going even 4 hours a day of cardio. And we can stop that by starting off slow. You want to gradually increase your cardio each week. You don't want to kick it off too soon. And then you plateau, and then you have to add more every single time, every single week rather. Number 2, don't cut your carbs so low. This ties back into number 1. If you cut your carbs to, let's say, 30 grams of carbs a day, right? Now, this isn't if you're doing keto. Keto is a completely separate story, and we'll save that for another video. I'm talking about if you're just generally trying to do a low carb diet or a contest prep diet, or you know how people say the cliche bodybuilding diet, right? You don't want to cut your carbs so low for a couple of reasons. 1, carbs are our main source of energy. So the lower you cut them, the less energy you're gonna have, the more sluggish you're gonna feel, and the worse your prep is gonna be. Another thing is, back to what I was saying earlier, and this ties back in with number 1, our bodies are meant to adapt. So if you start off with 30 grams of carbs a day, week 2, week 3, week 4, you're gonna have to lower that carb intake at some point, right? And you can't go lower than 0. What you should not be doing. Number 3, do not overdo it with stimulants. Stimulants can mean coffee, pre-workouts, energy drinks, which is huge for a lot of people who are dieting. You have to be okay with the fact that you're going to feel like crap when you're dieting, and you just have to embrace it. The coffee is not gonna help. Energy drinks are not gonna help. They might give you some short-term energy, but at the end of the day, you will crash, especially if your carbs are low, especially the closer you are to a show. The only thing that you're really doing at that point is you're really screwing up your adrenal glands, and your hormones are already as out of whack while dieting the leaner you get. Coffee's not worth it. 1 a day, you really wanna limit it. Maybe 2. 3 is overkill. Don't do it to your heart, please. Please don't do it to your heart. Number 4. This one is especially key. Do not lower your daily activity level and be more lazy. So now what does that mean? I was listening to a podcast recently. It was really interesting. It had mentioned that if you hop on a treadmill and you burn 1,000 calories, or your treadmill tells you burnt 1,000 calories, you didn't actually burn 1,000 calories, right? Those are just an estimate. Where in reality, we're burning a number significantly lower. So you never really want to go based off those calories, right? I'll make a separate video about how to track kind of cardio, how to track calories and stuff like that. I'll give you an example. If your coach tells you to do another 5 minutes of cardio 5 days a week, that doesn't mean sit on your couch for the rest of the day, right? One of the biggest problems that a lot of people do when they're dieting for a show, or when they're dieting period, is they'll get lazy the 22 hours of the day that they're not doing cardio or they're not at the gym, right? And the reason being is if you lower that daily activity level, let's say you're burning 2,000 calories a day. With cardio, you're burning an extra 300. But now you're burning 350 cardio, but you lower your daily activity level to about 1,000 calories a day. You're not gonna lose weight. That's gonna really mess up your progress. So you really wanna try and stick to what you're doing. I know it's gonna suck and we're gonna be burnt out, but if we weren't doing this, why would we be doing a bodybuilding show? If we didn't really want to do this, why would we be doing a bodybuilding show? Which brings me to number 5, and this one I can't stress enough, because each of my bodybuilding competitions, I have left the job because I let the prep consume me, or I let the diet consume my life. And that's exactly what you don't want to do. Do not let your diet, do not let your prep consume your entire life. We still have to go and deal with our day-to-day relationships, our families, our coworkers, and you don't want to lose those relationships because you're moody, because you're low carb, because you're prepping for a show. No matter how passionate you are, you have to remember you have a responsibility as a person, as anybody really, to do what you have to do on a day-to-day basis. The bodybuilding is just a plus. It's everything extra. Don't get me wrong, this is everything I want to do in my life. This is everything I want to pursue, but I'm not going to stop and treat my mom the way I'm not supposed to treat her because I'm moody or I'm in a bad mood. End of the day, this is gonna suck, but you're supposed to love it. It's a process, it's a journey. You have to believe in that journey. And we got a bonus one for you guys. Number 6, don't forget to like the video if you like the video. Please do comment and subscribe. Let me know what you guys wanna see. I really do appreciate the feedback that you guys have given me and all the comments and the tips. This video is actually something that one of my close buddies had asked me to make because he's gonna get ready for his show in a couple weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my 5 tips of what not to do while you're dieting, what not to do while you're prepping for a show. And stay tuned because next week we'll have something even better. Appreciate you guys. Take care, Pharaoh fam.